All right, let's talk about something that can literally change your life: your resume. If you've ever felt like you're just sending it out into a black hole, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to take that piece of paper and turn it into a seriously powerful career tool.
So let me ask you this straight up. Is your resume getting ignored? You know that feeling, right? You spend hours getting it just right. You finally hit apply and then crickets? It is so frustrating. But you know what? It often comes down to one big misunderstanding about what a resume is even supposed to do.
And here it is. This is probably the single most important mindset shift you can make. Stop thinking of your resume as some boring history report, a list of everything you've ever done. Start thinking of it as an advertisement. It's a marketing document for you. So what's its goal? It's simple, really. To sell you, your skills, your experience, all of your potential. It's not just about listing facts. It's about persuasion. And just look at the language here. It's not about informing an employer. It's about convincing them. Think about that for a second. Every single word, every bullet point on your resume needs to be working towards one single argument: that you are the absolute best choice for this job. Okay, so if your resume is an ad, you wouldn't use the same exact commercial for a sports car in a minivan, right? Of course not. And that's probably the biggest mistake people make: sending out the same generic resume over and over. You have got to tailor your message for your audience, which is the specific company and the specific job. Now, a big part of tailoring is picking the right format. On the one hand, you've got the chronological resume. This is the classic one, right? It lists your jobs in order. It's perfect if your career path has been a nice, straight line. But what if it hasn't? What if you're changing careers? Well, that's where the functional resume is so great. It flips the script and puts your skills front and center, which is an amazing way to show how what you know can apply to a totally new field. So, what about tailoring the actual content? Well, you've got to become a bit of a detective. And the job posting? That's your treasure map. Seriously, the employer is literally handing you the answers to the test. Look here, they are spelling out the exact hard skills and soft skills their recruiters, and this is so important, their computer software are looking for. So here's your secret weapon. You pull those exact keywords from the job description and sprinkle them throughout your resume. See this list? We just pulled it straight from the ad. These aren't just words, they're the keys that get you past the first gatekeeper. Because if the computer doesn't see these phrases, there's a good chance a real human being will never even lay eyes on your resume. It's that simple. All right, mindset is right. We've got our keywords. Now let's get down to actually building this thing. A great modern resume really just has a simple, logical blueprint. It's all about these 4 core sections.
So this is basically the anatomy of it. Step 1, the header. Just your contact info, nice and clean. Step 2, the career summary. This is your 15-second elevator pitch right at the top. Next up, the big one, the experience section. This is where you'll use those keywords to talk about what you've achieved. And finally, you wrap it all up with your skills and education. See? Simple, clean, and super effective.
Okay, time for a little rapid fire round. We've got the foundation built. Now let's talk about the finishing touches. Because honestly, avoiding these common mistakes is just as important as everything else we've talked about. First thing, don't add a picture of yourself. Now, I know this is common in some places, but in North America and a lot of other regions, it's a big no-no. And the reason is simple. It helps avoid any unconscious bias during hiring. You want your skills and experience to be the only thing they're looking at. Next up, get rid of words like I, my, and me. It sounds a little weird, but your resume should be written from what's called an implied first person. So instead of writing, I managed a team of 5, you just jump right in with the action verb, managed a team of 5. It sounds so much cleaner and more professional. Okay, this one should be obvious, but you would be shocked at what people use. An email like cuteguytony@yahoo.com, probably not going to lend you that corner office. Just stick to something simple and professional, a version of your first and last name. It's such a tiny detail, but it says a lot. And remember our main theme here. It's an ad, not your autobiography. You don't need to list every job you've had since you were 16. Just focus on the last, say, 5 to 10 years of your most relevant work. A recruiter is going to look at this thing for maybe 6 seconds, so keep it focused. 1 page is perfect. 2 pages is the absolute max. All right, have a look at this sentence. Enthusiastic team player with good communication skills. We've all seen it a million times, right? Maybe we've even written it. These are cliches, and they're so overused, they've become totally meaningless. They're just filler. So here's the fix. Instead of just saying you're a team player, show it. Give a real example. Describe how you were a team player. Instead of just writing good communication skills, talk about a time you solved a communication problem or presented to a group. Showing what you did is always, always more powerful than just telling.
All right, let's wrap up with the really fun part, giving your language a major upgrade. Using strong, powerful words is like that final coat of polish that makes your whole resume shine and stand out from the rest.
Just look at these verbs. Instead of saying you were responsible for something, which is so passive, try one of these. Words like spearheaded, launched, secured, they just sound so much more active and impressive, don't they? They show you didn't just do a job, you made things happen.
And it's the exact same idea for adjectives. Why say you're hardworking when you could say you're diligent? Instead of just friendly, why not amicable? These are just smarter, more professional words that paint a much more vivid picture of who you are.
So, when you think about it, your resume isn't just a document at all. It's actually a key. It's the key that unlocks the door to your next big opportunity. So the real question is your key ready to open that door?